Hello there. Well, on Saturday, the two big questions of concern for everyone were what exactly are going to be the rules of engagement after Monday when Lockdown 3 actually comes to an end, and there's still a certain lack of certainty around that. And also the big question around what the finance minister is going to announce in the fourth tranche of announcements. Well, she did come out and make a series of announcements in 8 different sectors, saying that there were many sectors that required simplification and a certain number of structural reforms. And that did happen, from coals to mining to defense, where certain things were reserved for Indian companies, and also FDI limits went up to 74%. Space opened up to a large extent for private players. So a number of those announcements came, but if you are expecting a big demand-led stimulus package, putting money into the hands of people, a giant big spending that is going to be taking place, well, no sign of that just yet, not today, but we do have one more day to go. So let's see what she says. But a number of reforms certainly announced today, and that, as we keep trying to make sense of what exactly will be allowed and not allowed from Monday onwards.
The government has widened its door to foreign funds in the defense sector to boost local production of armaments and cut down on imports. Finance Minister Nirmala said the government has raised the FDI limit from 49% to 74% in defense manufacturing.
FDI limits are being raised from 49% to 74%. Of course, it will have the security clearances and everything else, as always.
Finance Minister Nirmala said the government will notify a list of weapons and platforms for ban on import with year-wise timelines, and will also ensure indigenization of imported spares.
We shall notify a list of weapons and platforms which shall be not allowed for import, but we shall have them bought from India. So the import of this listed set of equipments shall not be allowed. They shall be banned.
Announcing the fourth tranche of the economic package, Finance Minister Nirmala said there is a need to reduce import of substitutable coal and increase self-reliance in coal production.
Coal is a government monopoly. That government monopoly is what is now being removed. Commercial mining of coal on a revenue sharing basis would help more coal availability and also more coal availability at market prices. So this will be far more efficient and more people can get to using it. Liberalized entries will be allowed for people to participate for a range of coal blocks, and for those who produce well before the deadline, incentives also will be given.
While introducing sectoral reforms in mining sector, Finance Minister Nirmala said it will boost growth, employment and bring in state-of-the-art technology, especially in exploration.
A seamless composite exploration cum mining cum production regime is being brought in. So there is no uncertainty for somebody who invests a big quantum of money for exploration whether he'll be able eventually to mine the mineral. So that system is going to make it easy. 500 mining blocks would be offered through this open, transparent mechanism.
Only about 60% of Indian airspace is freely available. This means airlines usually fly longer routes. To help rationalize this, Finance Minister Nirmala says restrictions on utilization of Indian airspace will be eased so that civilian flying becomes more efficient.
If we are able to optimally utilize the airspace and reach quickly, every one of our time is saved, and therefore now rationalization is going to happen. We will be able to get to our destination at the shortest possible time, thus saving travel time, thus saving fuel, thus saving also the pilot's flying time. 6 more airports are for auction, and the Airports Authority of India shall do it on public-private basis, PPP basis.
boosting private participation in space missions, the government will allow private players in outer space missions and exploration of the space.
In order to provide level playing field for private companies, satellite launches and space-based services, we will make a provision for them to benefit from the assets which are available with the ISRO and for India to benefit from it. We'll also provide predictable policy and regulatory environment for private players. We want them to be co-travelers with us, and therefore private sector is being encouraged. And also for future projects for planetary explorations and outer space travel, it will also be open for private sector. So in short, private sector is being given a good access to this space area where both government and private sector can work for a better Aatmanirbhar Bharat.
Finance Minister Nirmala announced the fourth tranche of Aatmanirbhar Bharat package and stated that the government is not looking inwards. It is not an isolationist policy.
When we talk of self-reliant Bharat, when we talk of Aatmanirbhar Bharat, we are not looking inwards. It's not isolationist policy. It is certainly making India strong, making India rely on its strength and be ready to face the global challenge.